Welcome to Showcase of Homes on Lifestyles. I'm your host, Janine Buckner, and today we have two special guests with us, Zarif Sahin from Long & Foster and John Mills of Fairway Independent Mortgage. Zarif and John, thanks for coming today.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Zarif, we've talked a lot about short sales, and now you did promise that you would bring a special guest with you, and we, I guess, want to find out what buyers can do to prepare for recovering from a short sale so they can buy again. Is that right?
Absolutely. We talk so much about short sales, but I also want to let the consumers know that after a short sale, you can get back into the market and buy again. And John is going to help us today how that is possible and when that is possible.
Great. John, I know this is confusing for a lot of people because they're not really sure what they can do or how much time they need. So if you can talk a little bit about the guidelines, what you require. If somebody's been through a short sale, how long does it normally take for a buyer to qualify again?
Well, these short sale guidelines are a little bit in flux. They're laid out, but it's going to take the industry a little bit of time to understand how to interpret those rules. The minimum right now for conventional loans would be after a short sale, 2 years after a short sale, if you have 20% to put down, you could get conventional financing. With 10% down after 4 years. And 7 years, you can get normal financing. FHA is 3 years and VA is 2 years.
Okay. Now I would think a lot of people have been through a short sale situation. Usually they have some sort of hardship, so it might take a little bit of time to save that money. So I'm assuming FHA is probably what you would see a lot of people needing to do. So they may need that extra year just so they don't have to put 20% down, because that can be a pretty high number depending on the sales price, but we are in an area where the prices are a little bit higher than the rest of the country. Do you see people doing FHA more, or do you see a mix?
Yes, it's primarily FHA.
FHA. So
because FHA also is a little bit more liberal on the credit.
Okay, and so what would the minimum down payment be? This would be for after 3 years, if someone's been through a short sale, if they're targeting an FHA with a lower down payment, what percentage down payment would they need to start saving?
It would be 3.5%.
That's great. Okay.
So on a $300,000 loan, that would be $10,500.
Okay, perfect. And you mentioned credit, and I know credit scores are also very important, so it's not just about the short sale. What do they need to do to make sure that aspect is okay to get through your underwriting process?
Sure. There's two things they need to do right now. The first thing they need to do is document the circumstances of the short sale, because that's whether it's a hardship short sale or whether it's a convenient short sale is going to depend upon how much credit they need and how much down payment it is. So they need to know exactly what it is. The second thing is you need to establish credit and have at least 3 pieces of credit, at least 2 years old. And it's important to have, after something like this, a bankruptcy, some major blemish on your credit, have a perfect credit record, not missing one payment, have it perfect.
Right, that's really good information. What about if somebody has had a foreclosure? Are the requirements different?
Yeah, foreclosure is a little bit more difficult. You can get by with foreclosure after 4 years with the government loans, but typically it's 7 years with the conventional, unless again it's a hardship or extenuating circumstances, which are death of one of the people on the loan, major divorce, loss of employment, significant loss of employment.
Okay, well this is really good information, and it also goes back to what we have discussed. Short sales, they'd be able to buy sooner than a foreclosure, so a short sale would be the best option if they can possibly do it.
This is just one of the benefits of a short sale. I just wanted consumers to understand that the reason short sale is much better than letting the property go to foreclosure.
Right, well great. Thank you both so much. You've been a wealth of information, and if you could just let everyone know how to get in touch with you, then that'd be great.
They can call me on my office phone number, 703-433-7718, and my cell phone, 571-278-1894.
Perfect, and you can also put them in touch with John, I'm sure.
Absolutely. If they call me, I can refer them to John.
Wonderful. Thank you both again.
Thank you.